them up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do? Stop playing with the pain. Nah. If you gon' do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm in ain't tryna deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
37-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And it's 3rd.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On the return is Kirk. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stafford on 3rd down. He got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Stafford to his second-year tight end Hawkinson for a Lion first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford, and he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
It's third down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Being chased out left. He's going to take, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Kirk now, the return man. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Murray going to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
His throw caught at about the 5. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dan Arnold, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But with the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Murray now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the gun, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Lions. They'll take over first and...
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, here's Edmonds. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dan Arnold with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 21. Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake. Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stafford now to throw. Jones has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1st down, Murray. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You ain't going nowhere. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Cut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good meeting out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And shedding through the tackle. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. This into the hands of Marvin Hall. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
first target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going...
Johnson on, it's poked free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Brings up second and
first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big connection on that one. 57 yards. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.